Steve! Come and have a look at this!
Ron?
What's all the shouting for?
Good party, was it?
Yeah, sound.
Hope the music didn't keep you awake.
I didn't hear the music.
It was drowned out by all the laughing and shouting.
Please get out of that bed. This is the 5th time I've called you.
Your noise must have upset someone.
How do you mean?
Well, why else would they have let all Tim's tyres down?
Hard, eh?
Ron, have you remembered you're looking after Josh today?
I'm not up to it, love. Will you tell Bev I'm sorry? She'll have to make other arrangements.
It's not on, you know. Letting his tyres down.
Sounds all right. Any sign of our Adele?
I shouted her 5 times. It was 12:30 before she came in, you know. Then she was on the phone for ages.
Adele! Out of bed, now!
No way she out of that bed. It was 1:30 when I had to tell her to get up.
Who's she talking to? That Gareth?
Sounds like.
Look, it was on his bill.
I'd rather pay for a long call than see her out in the streets with him.
Or any other lad.
You sound like my dad. There's a few fathers out there worried about that Marty who was after their daughter.
I don't mind her having a life or going out with the lads, just as long as we know that she's being careful this time. I couldn't face going through all that abortion business again.
You're not the only one.
So do you think she is being careful?
Well, I'm pretty sure she's learned a lesson. I'd be amazed if she wasn't.
Do you think it's worth checking with her?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Hey, can you imagine me going around to that Gareth and kick it off because he got my daughter pregnant? I mean, the size of him, I wouldn't stand a chance. Adele, for the 7th time, can you get out of bed now?
I knew we should have got rid of this lot last night.
You were too keen to hit the ale. I can't believe they let all 4 down.
It's going to be murder with all this weight on.
Yeah, we can't take it over to Jono's. Carry it bag by bag in broad daylight.
When you start, I'll get the coffees.
I've never known Ron to be like that before. That party must have tipped him over the edge.
Well, he's been through a massive amount recently. He'll be mentally exhausted.
I was trying to cheer him up.
Oh, he'll come round in his own good time. Anyway, shouldn't you be thinking about yourself? You said Helen was going to pop round later. You ought to get dressed.
Oh, it'll take long.
Is she coming for anything special?
No. She said she might say hello, on the way to see Jimmy.
Now, don't you start interfering between the pair of them. She won't thank you for that.
Hey, should you be doing that?
Oh, I go mental later if I don't do something.
If you've got time, can you come round in a bit?
Oh, why is it me, Dad?
He don't want to get out of bed again. I think that party last night really got to him.
Well, should I come now?
No, give it half an hour. He's supposed to be looking after Josh, but he says he's not up to it. I've told Bev that I'll do it instead, with it being such short notice.
Well, maybe he'll get it when Josh comes. Might cheer him up having him around, take his mind off things.
Can't bet on it. I'll see you later.
Okay, I'll get Max to look after her too.
Right. You take it easy.
Okay.
You're being real brave, I'd have been in bits losing a baby like that.
Yeah, well, just got to take his say as it comes, haven't I? That's all I can do.
See you later.
See ya. Hiya. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to creep up on you like that. It's okay. How come you're around here? I came to see you. I wanted your advice.
Now, if you do speak to Helen and Jimmy comes up in conversation, you make sure you tread very carefully. You've barely been back in their life 6 months, and she might not want you interfering in her private business.
I won't be interfering.
I know you.
Look, Jimmy has had a mental illness, and he hasn't bothered telling her about it, and I think she should know about it, that's all.
Well, don't you think he's got a right to tell her in his own good time?
Which might be never. We don't know, do we? Look, I don't want to have a conscience about this when a big problem somewhere down the line happens and I have to say, well, I knew about it at the time. Listen, I was on that roof, with Jimmy, at that school, and I know how bad it can be.
Depending on what you say, I might be able to go into work today or tomorrow. Why, what's the problem? It's Louise. Was she ill or something? Well, she's back down in London living with Richard. Yeah. Well, that's not right, is it? I mean, she should be back here with me. I'm her mum. But what's that got to do with me, though? Well, I want to go down there and see if I can talk some sense into her and bring her back with me. All right, so you're not looking for advice, you just want time off. Oh, no, I do want to know what you think. But what about? Well, Richard's not a real dad and he's looking after her. The same way you're looking after someone else's children. Yeah, but Sammy, it's not exactly the same situation, is it? I mean, I'm married to Max and we live together with the kids. I know. I'm just dead confused about why I want her back with me and whether it's the right thing for her.
Well, do you mind to make myself a coffee?
Don't put too much pressure in, will ya?
Too much pressure. I'll explode before the tire does.
Who do you reckon done it?
Don't know, one of those uni planks. And Jay's mate's having a laugh.
And how come you're not laughing?
You won't be either when it's your turn.
Look at the state of it in here.
I'll tell you what. I'll put the kettle on. You start the cleaning.
You're gonna have one leg bigger than the other, are you?
I'll have a blow for a minute and eat your toast.
Is this pump working?
Yes, there's some kind of rubble in the back. You'd probably tell me to lift that more.
Do us a favour. I'll take a few bags off lighting the load, eh?
Tim,
Hiya.
come in here, will ya?
You busy?
I said come in here.
What for?
Because this place is a tip and it needs cleaning up.
Yeah, but I'm doing this.
Steve can do that. You're helping me. Now!
Under the thumb or what?
Sounds like you're more bothered about Richard than Louise.
I don't mean to be.
But it's like you want to go down there to punish him or something for splitting up with you. Not necessarily because it'll be the best thing for Louise.
Yeah, but the hard thing is she's always been really happy with him, but she's not his. I mean, you'll know. Can you really love someone else's kid like your own?
Well, to start with, maybe you do wonder. But the longer it goes on, I think you get so close to them, you can love them that much, yeah?
Oh, I just can't come to terms with that, though. I mean, if I let Louise stay with Richard, I'll just feel like I'm giving her away. I mean, you can understand that, can't you?
Because they did the same thing with Harry, you mean?
Oh, I'm not being funny or having a go at you, honest. I just don't know what to do or who to ask. I mean, how did you deal with that?
Well, the same way you are. By going over and over it in your head. Calling myself all kinds for doing it. It's got to be the hardest thing in the world.
I'm really trying not to be selfish, and I don't want to go down there kicking off for the sake of it. But I can't carry on like I am, doing nothing.
So how long do you think you'll need off work, then?
Hi, Mart. Hope we didn't disturb your beauty's sleep last night.
Not enough for me to let their tires down. Hey, bit of notice would have been good. I could have bought myself some earplugs.
Hey, your Steve was as bad as the rest of us.
You all can believe that. I blame the parents.
So do I.
How are you planning to keep me waiting for the milk?
Oh, sorry, love. I was just gabbing about the noisy neighbours.
I don't mind people having noisy parties. The worst thing is not being invited and just have to lie there listening to other people enjoying themselves.
You're going to be late, you know.
Hey, never mind you two listening to other people enjoying themselves through the bedroom wall. I've had my fair share of that to put up with, you know. Coming through from yours.
I didn't need to know that, Jim.
I hope you're not leaving that lot there, sunshine.
We're working on it.
Yeah, well, this place isn't a tip, you know.
Had me worried there. Thought he was going to jump in the van, get us to take him to Newcastle.
How's it going?
Look at me leg. Won't stop wobbling.
Look at you, eh? You've had a DIY knee trembler.
Don't be sleeping off. The job's not even half done yet. Move down, will you?
Get back under that thumb, lad.
Hey, do you have to carry on like that in front of Steve?
Oh, sorry, hubby dear. I forgot my place for a moment then.
No, I wasn't saying that.
Tim, I love you. But I've got to go to work now, and I am not coming home to a pigsty.
Yeah, well, you won't.
Oh, so you're going to clean the bog then?
You won't?
You haven't got a clue, have you? Well, let me tell you then. I'll do for you because I love you. But all them lads that were on last night, well, after you had a few too many, you kind of lost their aim. So, you can.
What are you trying to say?
Me and your dad have been wondering, are you seeing lads again?
Yeah.
Well, we were wondering, you know... I said I'd ask you about sex, okay?
It's okay by me. What did you want to know?
My mother would have died on the spot if I'd said that to her.
Suppose you want to know if we're taking precautions.
In a nutshell, yeah, now you're knocking around with Gareth.
Why do you automatically assume we're having sex just because we're seeing each other?
That's not what I meant.
I'm glad you think so highly of me.
We just want to be sure you're taking care of yourself.
You might as well call me a slag to my face.
Rachel said that party last night upset you.
That was last night.
Well, she said that Ray thought it was like it had taken you back to the night you shot Clint. Like you were living through it all over again.
What would Ray know?
Nothing. I mean, okay, any of us could understand how it could remind you. But even Jessie doesn't think you've got the flu.
Oh, she's a doctor now, is she?
No, she's someone who cares. Like Ray is, and Rachel, and me. And if you've got things going on inside your head, you can tell us. Because the sooner we know the score, we can start to help you.
There's nothing wrong with me apart from the flu.
Dad, you'll do yourself no good hiding away like this. I mean, what are you planning on doing, staying up here forever?
I'm not listening. And I'm not going to listen, all right? And I don't care what any of you think.